Howdy guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be doing a video that was started by Emily Noel 83. And I'm sure she probably didn't invent this, but I saw her do it and I was like, that's a great idea. If you don't follow her already, go ahead and do that. I'll link her below. She is amazing and she has some really great ideas for makeup videos. So today I'm going to do a random makeup, like everything random. I've done some palette, like random colors from one eyeshadow palette video, but I'm going to do everything random today. It's kind of picking things, and the first thing I grab is what I use for that particular product. And as always, everything that I use is cruelty-free and vegan by either Logical Harmony or Leaping Bunny. So for a face primer, I only have two, so this is going to be kind of hard, like I'll be able to tell which one it is. So I'm going to go to a random number generator on my phone and we'll see which one comes up. So this will be number 1 and this will be number 2. Number 1. So I'll use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I think what I'll do is pick like a whole category of one thing so I don't have to go back and forth between like talking about what I'm picking and what I'm going to use. So first thing is this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is my little thing of foundations and I'm going to I'll stand them all upright in here if they don't fall over because they're all glass. And I'm going to spin this thing around, not looking. Alright, grab one. First one I touch. This one. The NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. So that is my favorite foundation. I'm happy about that. I'll put these back before I break them. The concealer will be a lot easier because I can't really tell by feeling of them. So this one, the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. Not bad choices so far. And I only have a few powders and all these aren't exactly setting powders, so this will be interesting. So I'm just going to spin that guy around, not looking. I have the memory of a goldfish, so it's not like I can tell. So this is the e.l.f. I think this is their sheer setting powder. So I can't really use this one all over my face, so I'm going to pick another one. I'll use this one under my eyes though. Not looking. This one. Uh-oh. This is the Pure Powder Foundation, so this will be fun. I have a full coverage foundation and a full coverage powder foundation. Alright. And then I have 4 setting sprays that I could possibly use. So I'll do this. I have one of these kind of empty. I'll just do the same thing with these. So spin them around, not gonna look. Nope. Yeah. Okay, good. The e.l.f. Matte Mist and Set. Glad I didn't get the Milani Make It Dewy, because that would be a disaster. Okay, that's all the base makeup, so put stuff back that I've messed up. So we've got the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Foundation, the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer, this e.l.f. Setting Powder, Pure Powder Foundation, and then this e.l.f. Matte Magic Mist and Set. So let's go ahead and get into that. Okay, already I can tell this is going to be a fun experience because you can always get into a rut of using the same thing and always using the same concealer with the same foundation, you know. And I think this would be a good way to get, like, use new things. This NYX foundation, the pump always gets clogged. I'm afraid it's gonna like explode one of these days. I think I got too much out, but that's fine. I'll have to go easy on it because I got that powder foundation. I think Emily picked like each product individually instead of picking them all like this, so she didn't really know how they were going to work together. So maybe I can do this again a different way. This is my favorite foundation that I've used probably ever. Aside from that, I don't think anything can beat the Urban Decay, the Naked Skin foundation. Not the one they have out now, they've discontinued it, but I was so mad. That was the first foundation I had ever used and I repurchased it so many times and they just discontinued it on me. Discontinued it on me. At least twice a video I make a, like I can't say a word. When I first started with makeup, I went to Sephora because I had always tried to use drugstore foundations, and at the time, you know, back in like the early 2000s, there were no options at the drugstore for like fair skin, like as fair as me, and everything was all orange and it just was not good. So somebody was like, why don't you go to Sephora? They have a lot more shade range and there's somebody there that can actually help you match. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. Well, they matched me wrong the first time because they were trying to push that Sephora brand, and that did not work because I was too dark. Well, she picked like not even the lightest shade. I was like, I guarantee you I'm going to be the lightest shade. And she was like, no, no, I got it. And it was like, as soon as I stepped outside, it was orange. So I took it back and I was like, I'll just get some nail polish because I was like, oh, I'm kind of done with makeup. There's none for me, so I just won't wear it. And there was another girl working and she was like, oh, I think I have one that will match you better. And she took me to the Urban Decay stand and got me the lightest shade of that, and it was perfect. And thus began my makeup journey. And I really liked Urban Decay. Like, I looked them up on their website and everything, and I always thought makeup was geared more toward like older, you know, like, I don't want to, this kind of sounds weird, I don't know how to explain it really, but like Estee Lauder and Clinique and that kind of thing were geared toward more mature women, not like teenagers, you know. So I just thought that it wasn't gonna be for me, but then I found Urban Decay and I was like, I want everything. Before that, I had used some things from Hard Candy, which was, I think still is, only at Walmart. Well, I think, no, at first Hard Candy was like a mid-range brand. Wasn't there was something, I think they were connected to Urban Decay at one point, like they were kind of something like they were both in the same range, and they took Hard Candy down to a drugstore or something like that. I feel like I saw somebody talking about that. Using this setting powder now. It's going well so far. The only thing about this setting powder is it doesn't come out of those holes very easily, so I have to sit here and tap, 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 tap. I always kind of bake around the bridge of my nose, so that way when I put my glasses back on to do my brows, it doesn't get messed up. Okay, this foundation is already almost set on its own, so I'm gonna go really light with this powder foundation because it is, I think, a hair dark for me, so I'm just going to gently, I need to use this one more. I have one from KVD and I've been using that mostly. I want to try Pure's liquid foundation as well. I've heard rave reviews about it. I just couldn't tell what shade I would be, so I don't know. Usually if I pick a foundation, I go like the lightest shade and see what undertone it is. If it's a neutral undertone, I'll get the lightest neutral. I think that was the lightest layer of setting powder that I have ever applied, because I really don't want it to get incredibly cakey like it probably would with a powder foundation. Okay, then I have all of my brow products in this little box, so I'm going to shake them up and see what I get. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. This medium brown super pomade from KVD. She's pretty dark. So I hope I get a dark lip with this because, oh, I haven't opened this one yet. You want to see the inaugural dip? Oh, I didn't glue my brows today either. Oh well. Whoa, buddy. Concentrate real hard to not mess this up because it's really dark. I have used this before because I had a sample of it and I liked it when my roots were grown out, but now that they're bleached again, and that entire brow was one dip into this. I'm going to close it though because these dry out pretty fast. Why did one dip work for that entire brow and not the other one? I always think they're even, and then when I go to look again, Okay, and then I'm going to take a clear brow gel. I didn't even get that one out. It wasn't even an option. It was still in my cup over there. I think I've discovered this one because of Emily as well. This NYX Control Freak brow gel. I just wish the spoolie was smaller, but they did just come out with a new, it's called the Brow Glue, and it has a teeny tiny little brush. It is vegan, I checked, because sometimes products like that are not. Now for eyeshadow base, I think I'm going to put these, try not to make it more of a mess than I already have over here, so I'm going to put these back. And I only have 2 shadow primers. I have the Milani one, which was for sure influenced by Emily, and then this KVD Shake Primer. So I'm going to put these in my little box. This one. Yes, the Shake Primer. It's kind of the one I wanted, but I'm also not sure what eyeshadow palette I'm going to get. Because I don't have a ton. Like, she probably had a whole drawer, like, stacked of palettes, so I'm going to see, I've got 5, and then I've got some new ones as well. So how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want to add my tiny ones. Okay, I'll add these e.l.f. bite-sized ones as well, so I'll make that 11. All right, random number generator, 1 to 11. This is gonna freak out my microphone, sorry. I got a new one though. Did it do it? I don't know if it did it or not. 6, okay. So I counted them top down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the Taco palette, and I literally just used this in a video in my Get Ready With Me, so I'll get to use some more of those shades. So this is the Glam Light Street Taco palette. They have the original Taco palette that has more shades in it than this, I think. So when she did the palette, she didn't really like pick, you know, didn't do the random thing with the shades. So I'm going to just use ones that I haven't used yet. So in the last look I used Pollo and Pico de Gallo and I think Picante. So this time, also I want to use the red onions because that's like a really cool purple, but I swatched it in that video and my hand, I don't know, I thought it might be still stained, but yeah, that stained my hand. So I don't know if I want to use that on my eyes right now. I do want to use guacamole, so I'll do something centered around that. What am I doing? You guys, I have lost my mind. I didn't use blush or bronzer. This, okay, losing my marbles. We'll just do it, we'll do it after the eyeshadow, okay? Like, I never do that, what is wrong with me? Okay, so Shake Primer. Because usually I do my face makeup and then my like blush, bronzer, highlighter, and then do my eyeshadow, and I guess I was just excited to film this, I don't know. Okay, what do I want to do? I will take carne asada and put that on the outer part. Then I'll take limon, that matte limon, what? I took French, not Spanish, okay? That matte green, and put that in the inner. That's looking a little strange. I do like this green though. I do like the quality of this palette from what I've used of it. Getting a flat brush and going into guacamole. It's definitely more of a chunky glitter kind of. Ooh. Okay, I like that color. As you all know, I'm a sucker for green. And even though it's like a glitter, like a kind of like a pressed glitter, it's not getting everywhere. Like it kind of got under my eye right here, but it's not all over my face and everything. That's bizarre. I'm going to take some more of that on the same brush in that Carne Asada shade that we used first and put that in the outer corner. Okay, lower lash line, what do I want to do for that? I think I want to do this Al Pastor, the pinkish. I haven't used that one yet because I can still see the pressing mark. Woo! Okay, I can work with that. Like, there is no primer under my lower lash line, obviously. Wow. Like, why haven't I used Glam Light sooner? Holy cow. That is some bright shadow. I kind of mentioned in the last video that I did with this, I think I might get ready with me, Glam Light. I swear, I thought that, I don't know, I just thought that they were kind of like sketchy at first. Like with that, I don't know. And I didn't think that they were cruelty-free forever. And I never really looked into it, because if I would have looked into it, I obviously would have found out that they were. But, yeah, wow. Because you would think that like their packaging is kind of gimmicky and that's really all they've got going on, but they really got it going on with this eyeshadow. I think I'm going to take a little bit of this Pico de Gallo shade that I said I've already used, but I'm going to use it again anyways, and do a little bit of that in this inner part right here and see what that does. Because if you kind of shear it out, it makes a lighter gold kind of color. I mean, this is a look, but yeah, that ties it in a little bit. This inner corner was missing something there. Alright, this is a little bit odd, but it's pretty good. So I really only got one option for mascara, so I'll put that on and be right back. Alright, so we turned into more of a watermelon and then an avocado, but I am kind of digging it. So, alright, let's go back to the face makeup that I forgot to do. So I have 3 options for contour. So I've got one of these, 2 from this Z palette, and this one from the e.l.f. So the e.l.f. will be 1, and then 2 and 3 will be on the Z palette. So random number 1 to 3. I'll generate, and it got number 2. So I will do this. This is the KVD, what's it even called? Shade and Light Contour, and this is the shade Somber. I got it as a single. I seriously cannot believe that I did that. Like, totally forgot this part of my face. I kind of felt like I was forgetting something, but also, if you guys if you use TikTok, let me know if you watch makeup videos and that. Like, I am not really interested in makeup on TikTok myself. I just watch everything else, like other people with ADHD or small businesses, because I have a small business. So let me know if you actually watch TikTok, because I made an account and I hadn't before, like I didn't have one before. So let me know if you want to see like makeup type videos on there, or if you just want to see me like do other stuff, or I don't know. I do have one for my business, so if you want to follow that, I'm active on there if you're interested at all in like small business or stuff like that. I am really obsessed with the small businesses on there, especially the ones that are kind of like, I don't want to say more successful, but the ones that have like the whole room full. Like there's this one account that I am obsessed with. The lady sells beads, like beads for jewelry, and I love just watching like the video of her room. Like she has 2 whole rooms in her house full of this bead accessories and all this kind of stuff, and it's just like satisfying, I guess, because of all of the, like she has all of the same like little drawer system, and you can watch her like pick the beads out for the orders, and I don't know why, that's just so fascinating. Okay, I actually like this. I haven't used that shade much, but I like that better than the one I was using from e.l.f. And bronzer, I only have one bronzer, so I'm going to use this Milani silky matte. There's another girl on TikTok that kind of went viral recently for talking about how like somebody said that her stuff was overpriced, and she was like, actually it's not. And she showed like all the stuff that she has to buy for the business, and she's like, my boyfriend's gotta eat, my cat's gotta eat, I have to have a place to live. And if you've seen it, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But I love her videos. Like, I just, seeing all of the tiny things together, just something about that, I don't know. That's kind of why I like makeup and stuff, because it's like a bunch of tiny little packages, and like I would for sure like to work at a, like at an Ulta warehouse or something, like all the little packages. And then for blush, they're all in this little box, so I'm going to move this stuff out of the way, break everything else, and spin it around. I can't see anyways because I don't have my glasses on, but I'm just going to spin it anyways. Finger this. Ooh, the Milani Rose Powder Blush in Romantic Rose, so let's use that. And I'm also starting a new project pan for next year. I'm going to do kind of the same thing as I did this year, where I'm going to use 20 items. But this year I'm going to do a rolling project pan with 5 at a time, and trying to use 20 total, and like focus on specific items. And I can't roll it out until it's finished. And this reminded me of that because one of them is the Milani Luminoso blush that I've had for literally like 5 or 6 years. And I'm trying to use at least half of it. Like, I feel like I'm at almost half of the actual product now, but I think I can use it up the rest of the way. I like this blush. It is subtle. It's not too like over the top. I don't really like the hot pink or super bright ones. Okay, there's some highlighters in this box. So we'll spin. This one. I feel like that was kind of cheating because it was on top, but it's fine. Open this. This is the Milani Highlighter Duo in the shade Supercharged. They have other shades of this as well. I'm using that lighter side, and it says this is a cream, but I don't believe it. Because I can get product off on just a normal, like, it doesn't feel like a cream in the pan. It's kind of weird. But this is a more subtle kind of highlighter. I could put it on my finger and make it a little more bright. Highlighter done, I guess. Is that it? Did I forget something else? Alright, glasses are going back on. This video has been chaotic, I'm sure. Whoa, underneath my eyes looks really crazy with my glasses. I think I want a liquid lipstick today, and I have some in my little caddy over here, but I'm going to pick from my drawer that I also have in these. So I'm going to... I can't tell, like when I'm looking at it, I can't tell which is which. This one. Ooh, Lime Crime Plushie in Cola. I also did not exfoliate my lips yet, so... Alright, I think I have done that good enough, so I'm going to apply this. Alright, so that is on. And here is the look. Let me know if you guys want to try this out. Maybe try it out on your own if you don't have a YouTube or Instagram or whatever. It was fun, and I definitely got carried away because I totally forgot 5 steps of my routine. So sneak peek, I've got my Black Friday haul, and I ordered some of the new releases from e.l.f. I don't know when those are going to be here. I ordered them this morning. I think 2 more videos in the declutter series. I just posted my lipstick declutter, and then I'm going to do bathroom stuff like skincare, hair care. And then I'm going to compare my makeup collection from 2015 to now. And I do have some new single shadows that I'm going to be organizing into a Z palette or another magnetic palette. And I'm also going to be talking about ColourPop. I don't know when that's going to go up, but yeah, stay tuned for that. So click up here to watch my most recent video, or click up here to watch my last tutorial. And give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss seeing my face in your subscription box every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Links to my social media, any products that I used today, and anything else I think is relevant will be in the description box, and I will see you guys in the comments. Bye.